It's chilly, as you can see from the layers, and I've been watching other people posting their Camp NaNo vlogs, and they're talking about mowing the lawn for the first time, or they're walking around outside and things are blooming. Yeah, not here. Not here at all. Also, it's not very nice inside where my youngest is now throwing up continuously. So middle child is recovering slowly, but I've spent another day cleaning up barf. I haven't put my glasses on. I just barely ate at 1 in the afternoon, even though I've been up since 6 something. So I'm not gonna worry about getting words. Maybe I'll get a few until the write-in tonight. And I'm hoping that that will do the trick and I will be able to get at least 1,000 words during that. So until then, wish me luck with my cold drizzle and miserable children on this lovely, lovely day. Monday, April 8th, 2019. I did miraculously manage a little over 600 words in between, cleaning up yuck and comforting children this afternoon. So if I only get 400 this evening during the live stream, because I get interrupted for the same unpleasant reasons, it will be okay. The other thing I did manage to do today was work on a timeline, a sort of as I go timeline. So just what I've written so far, what happened on Thursday, what happened on Friday, and it's only been a few days so far in the storyline, but I was already losing track. So I'm really glad that I did that. Definite recommendation if you're trying to pants or not plotting really, really extensively. Definitely an as-you-go timeline. It has saved my butt before, so making sure to do it this time. At any rate, I will be trying to get some words in during the Keflandia live stream tonight. Coming to you from the out of doors again, it is Tuesday, April 9th. So my youngest is sleeping downstairs and still sick, so I have stepped out of the house to vlog. So I did attend the word sprints on Keflandia's channel last night, and somehow, despite kid interruptions and everything, I did manage to write 1,835 words in total yesterday. So yay! Another day with stickers, so I'm really happy about that. And that puts me at 14,805 total. I still was just finishing that first post-it. So I feel like I'm overwriting. I don't think I've had a problem with overwriting before. My last book, I think the first draft was 76,000 words. And after major revisions, it came out to about 84,000 words. So I definitely added, not a ton, but a decent amount. And although I did take some things away too, I didn't feel like I just had a ton of extra words. This time I just have a ton of extra words, and it's not flowery description. It's not paragraphs of purple prose. It's mostly dialogue and some inner thoughts of the narrator. We say a lot of, it's like, when we're talking, and I am doing a lot of that in the dialogue, I think, and just wasting words. But I think that I should be able to trim some of that out, and, someday, not this month, keep some of the natural feel of the dialogue without just having so much wasted space. But I am hoping to keep working, I've said this before, keep working on propelling myself forward through the story instead of just collecting lots of words for my word count. I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna try at least get one sticker. I'm exhausted. I had another night of very little sleep and, doing yucky laundry in the middle of the night. So I will let you know how it goes. I've been continuing to clean out my tea cabinet by finding the boxes that are taking up all the space of a box for the sake of a single tea bag, using those up. So I managed to write 1,096 words, and a lot of that was done, like 2/3 of that was done holding a sleepy toddler in one arm, typing one-handed, and that it seems like a huge undertaking, but I'm actually like feeling like the momentum is finally picking up. I'm getting excited about what I'm writing and managing to actually get through one whole post-it and about to move on to the next. So that has me willing to type one-handed and just keep getting the words out. I am moving the post-its from one side of the paper to the other to acknowledge that I have completed them. So that is satisfying. And having met my goal, I don't need to worry about writing anymore tonight. But I might feel like it because I want to get to that next post-it note. I want to see what happens next and keep watching as the ball is starting to roll downhill, if you know what I mean. So I've just realized I should mention sugar on snow. So I realize some people watching this live in places where there are no sugar maple trees and where actual maple syrup might be really hard to find or expensive. And you might not know about some of the amazing traditions around sugaring season where we are able to make maple syrup. Sugar on snow is made by continuing to cook the maple syrup until it is thicker, almost a caramelly consistency, and then pouring it over snow or, shaved ice. And it hardens into this very sticky, messy candy that you eat with a little wooden stick. And it is served with a donut and a pickle. And I noticed that tourists are always baffled by the pickle. The pickle is critical. So this stuff is super sweet. I'm realizing some of you may never have had actual maple syrup. It is not like the stuff in the plastic squeeze bottle. It has a very natural but very rich, intense flavor, especially when it's been further cooked down like that. And so you taste it and it's just intense and incredible. And if you just keep eating it, it continues to just be super sweet. If you take a bite of the pickle, then every time you take a bite of the sugar on snow, it is a fresh hit of that intense experience. So it makes it extra amazing. A palate cleanser. The pickle is not optional unless you absolutely hate them. So that is what we do around here. And it is that time of year. My family has been too sick and miserable, and also before that busy, so we haven't been out for sugar on snow this year. But it was the first taste of anything but breast milk that my middle child ever had. So that's what life is like here. Interestingly, I'm realizing that the town that is the setting for my work in progress is not in a particular location. It is largely based on a particular town that I spent a lot of time in when I was a teenager. Not the town I lived in. The town I lived in was too small to have a high school. It was really, really small. not for my whole life, but while I was a teenager, I was living in a really, really small town, and the town I'm basing my setting on was, a few towns over, and it had its own high school, and it had, a few shops and a bank, and oh yeah, let's just date this a little. It had a video rental place, and I'm trying to kind of make it anywhere, like anywhere USA, and because the season that this is set in is sort of late spring, so I don't have to worry about seasonal differences too much. I think that'll work. I know you're not supposed to try and make your characters sort of, somebody anyone could step into and imagine as themselves, a blank slate character, but I think a blank slate town could work. At any rate, it is nap time. I'm freshly showered. I have a cup of hot tea. And I've written 0 words today. One of my little ones is sleeping on the playroom floor, and I don't know how that's gonna go. Still very sick, but I am about to embark and try to get some words, yes, but most importantly, get that next post-it finished and moved over. Got my iPad set up so that I can type and record myself. Unpopular opinion. Best use ever for his dark materials. I loved reading Philip Pullman's books, but I will never reread them. My heart is still kind of broken, and it's been several years. So now I use them as an iPad stand. And yes, I do have a googly eye. That's what happens when you have a house full of children. There were definitely some kid-related interruptions, but I gradually managed to make it through 1,335 words today. Bringing me over 17,000 total, which is awesome. And I'm insanely considering raising my goal for the month. I'm gonna sleep on that. I'm not gonna do it right away. We'll see how I feel. But my average is just over 1,700 a day. Not for the last few days, but I did have some really good ones at the outset. So it makes me think I could do 50, but I don't know. We'll see. At any rate, I have some beta readers and CPs I have been neglecting, getting emails from, and just being so busy with Camp NaNo and with sick kids, I haven't gotten back to people, and so I should probably work on that, which relates to my previous book, rather than keep pushing forward with this tonight if I have time to do anything more like that. So we'll see. But for now, we are 1/3 of the way through. So this is where I'm at. On the 10th, I am hopeful, and I'm considering upping my goal. Please leave a comment. I love to hear from people who watch the videos, and I would love to know how you're doing with Camp NaNo if you're doing it. And I would love to know if you have never had real maple syrup, or whether it's really hard to get in your part of the world. I'm very curious about this. So start a conversation in the comments. Thanks for stopping by on my channel, and until next time, I am Moon Petrie, and good luck with Camp NaNo, everyone.